Hey, and welcome back to Zamora Models. Today we're going to do a repair on my G-scale train that I use for my Christmas train. And specifically this is going to be on the side rods and crank pins. So if your side rods, these little guys here, happen to come off because the pin fell out, that's called a crank pin. This is a Piko engine. So what I did was I contacted the manufacturer through my hobby shop, and they were able to order a new set of crank pins for me. I wound up not having to pay for them, but they're fairly cheap if you do. I don't have an exact price though. What you will want to know is you're going to want to know the wheel arrangement of your engine. The wheel arrangement will be small, big wheels, and then small. So you want to know how many wheels are there of each. Small, big, and small. In this case, we have a 0, 6, 0. And the reason why I say 6 when there's only 3 here is because we're counting both sides of the engine. So if there had been 2 small wheels up here, it would have been a 260. But in this case, we're an 060. Let the manufacturer know that, and you can get replacement crank pins for your engine. Before doing the repair, I'd recommend watching the engine, but moving it to where the side rod is at the bottom of the engine. The reason for that is once you're done with the repair and replacing the crank pin, you can see here, I can now visually check that my new pin has gone all the way through the wheel. These pins are also different sizes. So you want to make sure that you use the right size for the right wheel. So I've already positioned the wheels where I want them. I've got the side rods placed back where they should be. And I've done one extra step. It's not required, but I've taken a bit of Vaseline and I've put it on the crank pin, the shaft itself, not on the end here, even though you're looking at that saying, hey, there is some on the end there, but just on the shaft, just to lubricate it. And not much. I don't want it flinging fluid all over the place, but you can see on the side rod there's a bit of a wear ring around where the crank pin turns. So putting a bit of Vaseline on there will allow that to turn more smoothly and not wear out the side rods. So once you have your crank pins, the wheels are in place where you want them, just going to take your crank pin, plop it in, and then push it all the way down until it clicks in. Now, I'm probably not going to be able to do that with one hand, but that's as simple of a repair as it is to replace your crank pins, and it doesn't cost a whole heck of a lot of money. Again, you might have a different setup. This is with the Piko engine that I got in the starter set, so this has plastic side rods and crank pins. Your engine might have metal. So you're also going to want to pay attention to that when you're ordering your replacement parts. So I hope you guys found this video useful. If you like it, definitely hit the subscribe and like button. And let me know if there's any other items that you want to see on replacement parts on engines or projects for your Christmas train. Also keep a lookout for an upcoming video that I'm going to have on G-scale Christmas trains for those of you who are getting in the hobby and want that holiday tradition of your G-scale hobby. Thanks.